Mimi and Pie. Pie, Mimi. I'm definitely not making this up as I go along. Mimi and Pie. Pie, Mimi. We definitely know how to
read
things. Hello, Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Mimi and Pie definitely know how to read things.
We definitely do.
And in this episode, we're reading...
Or kind of do.
In this episode, we're reading Chapter 10 of Minecraft the Island.
Okay, we mostly do.
Nothing clears the mind like sleep. Oh my gosh, he finally makes a bed, I think.
No way. I think he just sleeps on the grass.
But you can't do that in Minecraft.
Why?
Because Minecraft won't let you.
I know. It's so unrealistic.
You should be able to sleep on the grass, but it doesn't set your spawn point, and it just, like, hurts you.
If a zombies, like, horde around you then.
I don't know.
Alright, let's get this going. That night, my stomach growled along with the undead vermin.
Well, isn't that funny? They're growling right now at our game. It's almost like you knew.
Watching them spawn through the safety of my observation bubble, I actually found myself staring hungrily at the roving mobs, impatiently hoping for the dawn to turn them into bits of disgusting mush.
So he can do that gross thing where he scarfs it down, milks his cow, and drinks it all, and drinks the milk like real fast speed.
So he doesn't get sick?
Yeah.
Now, I'm a scavenger. I thought...
Wait, don't I read his thought bubbles?
Okay, go ahead.
Now I'm a scavenger.
I thought clocking every zombie's spawn point.
Isn't that what they call someone that survives the dead meat? A vulture, or hyena, or a maggot, that's me.
But to eat zombie meat, that's gross.
Yeah.
I thought I remembered hearing somewhere that early humans had started out that way, chasing off other scavengers to feed on the picked over carcasses of animals. Maybe it was true, or maybe I was just trying to make myself feel better. You know, sometimes when walking around, I had found, like, raw mutton just laying around and raw chicken from the stuff that wolves had killed.
And then you just take it.
And I take it. And no, I take it and cook it. Eating raw meat is gross. You don't do that.
Yeah, don't eat raw meat, guys.
At least it was easier to track the ghouls by the glow of my torchlit tree.
Maybe it wasn't a total waste after all. Have you still not figured out the light preventing mob spawns thing? Or...
I thought, not realizing how right I was. As the night wore on, I noticed that no zombies, or any mobs for that matter, spawned anywhere near the circle of light.
He discovered it 1 or 2 sentences after I mentioned he hasn't figured that out yet.
They materialized everywhere else, in the forest, the meadow, by the lagoon, even on the beaches. What about on the clouds? Why don't zombies spawn on the clouds?
Because that's air. They can't stand on the clouds. They'd fall through. So
and they could rain, but then you could rain zombies. If you had them like a zombie spawner sitting on a cloud?
No.
No?
No, that'd be horrible.
But never close to the luminous tree.
Can mobs only spawn in darkness?
I asked myself, but got an unexpected answer from the back bunker door. Rotted fists were knocking loudly, accompanied by hostile groans.
Delivery!
That's what happens when you fall over. I called, walking back down the tunnel and over to the beachside exit. Sure enough, a zombie was pounding on the thin wooden barrier.
You just stay there,
I said, marveling at how different this moment was from the first time a ghoul had tried to break in.
This will be no different than ordering pizza.
Except the zombies don't bring pizza. It'd be totally cool if they did, though. What I would do is I would find a zombie spawner, and then I would put a couple of hoppers under it and a chest under it, and I would keep shooting the zombies until they dropped a bunch of pizzas, and then I would eat pizza. But I don't know how good pizza is that zombies bring. I mean, is it like tainted human flesh pizza? That's gross. You can't have that kind of pizza. I shouldn't have said that last word because it reminded me of what real food tasted like.
Pizza, lo mein, chicken tikka masala.
I don't know what my particular preferences were back home. Snickers, Butterfinger, tacos,
Hershey's,
Butterfinger tacos, ice cream tacos,
ice cream.
rotten zombie flesh tacos.
Wait, what?
No, that's gross. That's alternate universe zombie Mimi. That one likes that.
There's no universe where Mimi likes cat tacos.
Nope, none of them.
Nope, there's a singular universe, the one where all of our morals are reversed.
But at that moment, they all sounded good. Lost in culinary memories, salivating at every dish my species had to offer, I heard the standard, high-pitched barks of a burning zombie. Dawn had broken, and the undead assailant was mere seconds from death.
If that ain't ironic.
I told the smoldering somnambulist, bless you.
And here you were trying to eat me.
And here you are trying to sneeze on me.
I did not attempt to sneeze on you. I attempted to sneeze on the ground.
Well, thank you anyway.
I didn't even sneeze on you.
A few seconds later, I was gagging down my decomposing breakfast.
Be
Yuck.
grateful for what you have.
Zombie sausage? No. There's better things to eat. You just won't hurt your friends that really shouldn't be your friends.
He should stop. I wonder if he'll ever learn to breed them so he can hurt them.
Yeah. I reminded myself through gulps of blessed milk, and I had a lot to be grateful for because by the last swallow, I found my body completely healed. My bruises were gone, my headache faded, and my ankle took its full weight without any complaint. Even my breath smelled sweet and normal again, which was another irony if you think about the putrefaction it had just been filled with. Gross.
Be grateful.
I said, trying and failing to forget the memories of human cuisine. Like tacos a la mode, sweet berry tacos, shrimp fried tacos, cheese enchiladas, French fries and ketchup.
Blueberry pancakes with maple syrup and a side of bacon. I gotta get some real food.
Like tacos. I said, walking over to the little taco garden.
Mimi, how long has it been since you've had a taco?
Too long. Okay, it
How
was
long
just
is
a
too
regular
long?
garden. It's not a taco garden. I added that. No luck there. The new seedlings were barely a mini cube higher than they'd been the day before. I groaned, wincing at the memory of yesterday's disaster. Where would I be if I hadn't bungled it so badly? Would breakfast have been a bowl of wheat-based cereal instead of a mouthful of zombios?
Nope, because you can't make cereal in Minecraft.
Nope, you can't.
Don't dwell on your mistakes.
I said, forcing myself back to the present.
Learn from them.
And learn from them I did.
That's a good moral, to not dwell on past mistakes or you will face regret. And regret is very bad.
Yeah, because
It
it
is
twists
the-
you up inside and it turns you into a monster and then you become a zombie and then you fall in the water and become a drowned and you find a trident and you just have to hide under the river and throw it at people that walk by and that's really no life.
It's a really unfun curse.
Yeah, because you can't go to the movies.
I mean, yeah.
They don't let drowns with tridents into the movies.
No, I was talking about regret itself, not being a drowned. But you look at your hand of 10 cards and you can't play any of them, and then you take 10, you lose 10 HP, and it's like, this stinks. Wait, why would you have a hand of 10 cards at the end of your turn?
Because
Whatever, never mind.
Because studying the garden showed me that the seeds planted right next to the sea were growing faster than the others.
I was right.
I thought excitedly.
I was right about water, just not how to use it. Don't put water on the seeds.
I said, wishing I could smack my head.
Bring it next to them.
Yeah, so the seeds find them themselves. That's what makes them grow. They're like, hey, water, it's over there, but I have to get over there, so I have to grow to get over there. And that's how growing plants works. It was so simple, so easy. Why hadn't I thought of it before?
Whipping out my shovel, I dug a trench alongside the seeds. Water came flowing in, but in the bizarre physics of this world, didn't fill all the way up. I got out my bucket, scooped up a cube of seawater, and dumped it on the back of the ditch. And learned yet another quirky world rule. If you have 2 cubes of water and you put them 3 blocks apart, space in between becomes an entirely new cube of water. And not just temporarily. You can take out that new cube and the next one, 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 until we got enough to make it like, he figured out infinite water!
Infinite water!
He learned the infinite water trick! Let's go!
That could be dangerous.
Just 2 starter cubes could probably make a whole ocean. The point is, in this world, water makes water.
It's my friend's school calling. It was buzzing. You guys probably didn't hear it, but it went buzz, buzz, buzz.
Why am I obsessing over this small, odd, boring little factoid? Because later on in the story, the small factoid will end up saving my life. But back to the here and now.
Back to the book.
Watching the trench filled to the top, I remembered a tale about an impatient amphibian trying his hand at gardening. And spirit of the tale about seeds start growing! Chuckling at my own wit, or rather quoting someone else's, I still knew that I had to wait a bit to try combining wheat with wheat. And that was assuming that this was wheat.
It might be.
Patience, I told myself, trying not to think about how many more meals of zombie flesh I'd have to choke down. Patience. Something splashed off to my right. I looked up and saw a squid. You know, I called out to the 8-armed sea monster, there's another thing on this island, or rather, swimming next to me that I haven't tried to eat yet.
You can't eat a squid, though.
The squid must be feeling intense fear, like, oh no.
I doubt it. I was feeling pretty confident by this point.
I had my strength, and more important, my hyper healing back. I was Jonesing for some new challenge. I've never heard the term jonesing before.
It means you're aching badly.
That must be like a British
term.
It's probably like a British term or something.
I don't know where it came from, but I've heard it before.
Especially when the reward might be a decent tasting meal. Grabbing my axe, I shouted, "Calamari time!" and jumped in the water. Sensing what was coming after, the squid began to jet away. Yeah, that's right, I called after it. I used to be afraid of you, remember? My octoprey stopped just below the surface, allowing me to take a swing. I stopped Trace Max and promptly sank. Silent laughing? Yes, I'm sure it was laughing. My seafood lunch moved away. Come back, I called, swimming after it again. Get back here and get in my furnace. I followed the squid around the southern shore of the island, trying to swim and swing at the same time. In case you haven't realized yet, it can't be done. Just like this world wouldn't let me rub my head while patting my stomach, it wouldn't let me do anything while swimming, except swim. I finally came to this realization after about 5 tragically comical minutes, which ended with the squid jetting into the deep. Don't say it, I said, floundering ashore into the judgmental gaze of Moo.
Moo!
He named a cow Moo? Oh, he did.
That's totally original.
I know I gotta make another boat. But what happened to the first boat? Did it get blown up? Did he destroy it on accident? Wait, what happened to the first boat?
I don't remember.
Which I did. I then used that boat to go after a whole group of squid, hacking at the water and getting myself all twisted around. I can't blame the rules of the world this time. Technically, I guess it's doable. For all I know, you've done it yourself. Have you ever killed anything in a boat?
No.
I think I've done it once, but I was using a bow and arrow.
Yeah, bow and arrow. That's the way to go.
But me, I'm just glad nobody was there to see how ridiculous I looked. Well, almost nobody. Moo! Called my cow critic from the beach. No, say moo with a very mean attitude.
Moo!
Called my cow critic for the beach. There you go, Mimi.
Thank you. I deserve an award for that. Please nominate me for the YouTube Making Up Sounds Like an Animal Sound Award. It's made up.
Yeah, well, why don't you come out here and try it? I called back, realizing a second later that she'd actually been trying to warn me. Looking up, I saw that not only was I getting further and further out to sea, but I was barely minutes away. Tomorrow, I promised me, gliding back to land. I'll give it another try. She just snorted back. No, I will, I insisted, knowing that she was right. Stomping back to my observation bubble. Oh, stamping, whatever. I realized that the whole idea of boat fishing was over.
What? You can't boat fish with a pickaxe.
He was using an axe.
A regular axe. Still, you don't boat fish with an axe. I have never brought an axe with me fishing in a boat ever. Not one. Maybe my little hatchet, but never an axe. Like, why? What? And no fishing pole, no lure, no tackle. What? I mean, what?
I needed something else, another method, or maybe an entirely different tool.
Like a fishing pole?
Yeah, like a fishing pole.
Or dynamite? Or TNT?
No, those don't work underwater. Oh, they do. They just don't damage things.
They don't.
Still hurt.
A fishing pole.
As the sun surrendered to the stars, I tried to think of some way to snag a squid. Ideas were hard to come by that night. I found my mind wandering, unable to stay on task. Make a bed. I drifted from memories of my time on the island to observations through the window to hazy recollections of my past world. His character was starting to get very much tired. They weren't anything specific, just sense memories of my eyes burning, my fingers cramping, and my bottom going numb from too much sitting. Oof.
What did it all mean?
And why now? It was like some kind of fog had settled in my brain that I hadn't seen building until now. Gotta think, I said, wishing I could rub my temples. That was when the skeleton clacked out of the woods. Driving home, how truly loopy I was getting. A bow! I exclaimed, looking down at their internet. Why didn't I think of this before?
Same reason you didn't think of building a bed. Or, like doing anything correctly.
I'd been so keen on recovering one for so long, why had it slipped in my mind until now? Fortunately, the skeleton had shown itself only a minute or so before dawn, and even more fortunately, I recovered both its bow and another arrow.
Whoa, that was lucky!
Now you'll see, I boasted to Moo, who was breakfasting with the two sheep. Called the black sheep, which I named Flint. Right, thanks. Wait, did he just have did he just have Flint say Flint?
Yep.
Flint's not a Pokemon!
Doesn't matter. Flint.
Right. Thanks.
Flint.
I nodded. Gotta practice.
Flint.
And practice I did, shooting countless times at the same tree. I spent the entire morning becoming a reasonably capable archer. Oh boy.
Good, don't hit Flint.
I learned how high you had to aim the bow and how far you had to pull back the string to get the right range. Okay, why would you ever not bring the string all the way back? It deals most damage that way.
Well, what if they're just so close that you just need to fire a shot off like super quick and you can't wait for it to fully charge and they're almost dead anyway and all you need is...
Just switch to your sword!
All you have to do is just tap the button. By noon, I felt ready to test my skills out on a live target. Not Flint.
You guys ready for this? I asked my animal audience. Witness the master at work. At a vote of no confidence, they continued to graze with their backsides to me. Just wait, I said, walking out to the beach. One calamari entree coming right up. I spotted the closest squid about a dozen or so blocks out to sea, drew the bowstring, and took her for lame. Whip! Whistled the arrow, streaking in a shallow arc. Ha! I cried as the missile struck its target. I watched the squid flash red, vanish in a puff of smoke, turn into a small black organ-looking thing, and then sink right out of sight. I won't tell you the word I shouted. I'm not proud of it, but I should win some kind of prize for making one syllable last a good 5 seconds.
I bet it was taco.
No, taco's 2 syllables.
No, it isn't.
No!
Okay, it's no.
Snorted Moo from behind my back as if to say.
Moo.
Snorted Moo from behind my back as if to say, what were you thinking? How did you not have a recovery plan? I don't know, I said, only now seeing solutions. I should have tied something to the arrow. Not possible. Found a way to make a net. Maybe. Or even waited till the squid was close to the shore. Easy. But why didn't I think of it until now? Started pacing. Idiot, I grunted, wishing the world would let me hit myself. Stupid idiot.
Moo.
Interrupted my stern friend, forcing me to stop and face her. No, you have to say that like you're trying to get somebody out of talking to themselves.
Moo.
Moo!
Moo?
You're right, I said. When looking for solutions, beating yourself up isn't one.
Unless the problem is, how do you successfully beat yourself up? Please show a video.
That's a weird problem to have.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
That's a weird picture.
You never know. I'm just saying it could be a problem
Okay.
that you could face.
That's a
You
weird.
have to have that solution.
That's
and
a
that's
weird
just
problem to have.
gonna have to be it.
Okay, you start reading.
Okay. Moo replied.
Get to something my character is supposed to say. Just read it for me.
Okay, bye. Moo, replied the cow as if to say, that's better. I know I'm not an idiot, I said, calmly raising my hands, but something is wrong with me, like my brain's only working part-time. I started pacing again, more out of contemplation than anger. It's not like panic or hunger. It's something new. Well, not new actually. I felt it coming on for a while. But now that I'm well fed and not scared out of my wits, I can see this mental mud for what it is. I could feel anxiety rising. The last thing I needed right now.
Any ideas?
I asked the animals.
Any hints about what's causing it?
Moo, along with Flint and Cloud, the white sheep, just looked at me.
I don't have any either.
I said, checking the setting sun.
And that's what really worries me. Oh no, he's gonna snap and kill the sheep.
Plodding back to my underground hideout, I tried to refocus my mind on fishing. I looked down at the pathetic little piece of spider silk in my pack. Just one try at the crafting table told me I couldn't tie it to an arrow. Likewise, I wasn't going to get a net out of a single strand. I'd need another length of spider silk, or... I looked up from the crafting table through my wall-sized window to the sheep grazing in the darkened meadow.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Uh-oh. I think he's gonna go after the sheep.
Oh.
Whoa!
That's what these shears are for. Oh, thank goodness.
I shouted to them.
He's not gonna. He's just gonna shear
Okay,
them.
just gonna shear him. Has he ever sheared a sheep? It's not as easy as it looks. I mean,
They're for collecting
it
wool.
takes skill.
They're for collecting wool.
They are. Re-energized by this new theory, I began chanting the way of 5 Ps.
Shears meant more iron, which meant more mining, which meant more torches, and a pickaxe. Don't you
Fighting
have shears? Where did your shears go?
me?
No, him.
They're in his backpack.
Oh,
Fighting through thickening thoughts, I still managed to plan, prepare, and prioritize clearly enough to get myself back down into the spiral staircase and looking for more iron. I'm not sure how long it took. I was having trouble keeping track of time. He needs a watch. How long was it stopped for?
long enough for your last sentence and maybe half of the last one to be cut off.
I don't know how much it was.
He needs a watch! Why doesn't Minecraft have watches? It has clocks, which are basically watches if you keep them in your inventory.
I'm not sure how long it took. I was having trouble keeping track of time and where I am on the page, apparently. When I found enough iron to smelt into a pair of shears and bring them out to my sheep
peeps!
That was cool. It might have been a day and a half later. We're going to save just that one part and add it into some sort of Mommiesaurus song.
A day and a half late. Oh, the sheep peeps the harmony. Okay. Don't worry, I said, nervously holding the U-shaped cutter knife to flip. This won't hurt. Please don't hurt, I prayed. Snip! With the shiny metal blade slicing 3 blocks of black wool. Yes, sir, 3 blocks full.
Bah!
Responded my unhurt, but not very naked friend. Don't worry, I reassured Clem. It'll grow back. Please grow back, I prayed, running the wool back to my observation wood. Had been a shepherd's choose, crafting might have taken a few minutes, but my ever-dimming wits stretched the process into the early evening. Wool with spider silk, wool with sticks, wool with wool. By the time I moved on to wool with wood planks, the sun was long gone. That turned out to be a good thing, actually. Splicing the 3 wool blocks above 3 planks created the cure for my cloudy brain. It was a bed.
Whoa! Magical! It only took until page 123.
Like halfway through the book. By very rough estimates. It was a bed. Nothing fancy, mind you, but still amazing to look at. The wood planks had transformed themselves into a 4-legged frame. The black wool somehow became a white sheet, a red blanket, and a soft white pillow.
That's pretty interesting.
Now in Minecraft it transforms itself into white sheets, a white pillow, and a black blanket. Placing this new piece of furniture in the bunker, I did something I hadn't done since first waking up in this world. I yawned. I need to rest, I thought. Why didn't I think of this before? Because I need to rest. Duh.
He says that a lot. Why didn't I think of this before? Why didn't I think of that before?
Duh.
Why didn't I think of that before? Like every other page. Why didn't I think of that before? Because you haven't gotten to this page yet where you started thinking about it.
I still didn't feel physically tired, which is probably why I hadn't given sack time much thought. I'd also been so distracted with immediate needs like food and healing and not getting killed by mouses that I never considered my mind's need for slumber. Now climbing into the little bed, resting my head on the pillow, and pulling the covers up to my neck. I gave another long overdue yawn. That's what these memories must have meant, was my last thought. Cramped fingers, burning eyes, numb bum. They were memories of a sleepless night. Numb bum. This is definitely a British book, and I really don't care, but there are memories of a sleepless night. But doing what? A job? Homework? A hobby? What have I been doing to keep me up so late?
Eating tacos.
Tomorrow, I yawned as well faded light. Figured out tomorrow, because nothing
Clears the mind like a good night's sleep.
Sleep. And he passes out, and that's the end of the chapter.
Thank you for coming along on this wonderful reading chapter experience with us, and please be sure to come along on the next chapter.
Also, we're sorry it's been like 2 months since the last one. We've been very procrastinating.
Very.
Yeah.
But we admit it, so it's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And for you guys who are just watching from the beginning, if you don't even know. But we completely forgot what happened in most of the beginning of the book.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, see you next episode of Mimi and Pi Definitely Know How to Read Minecraft the Island.
Bye!
Bye! Bye!